Flagstaff citizens passionately expressed their opinions about building on city land next to Buffalo Park.
Last night's City Council work session drew a crowd. Find out more about what the council discussed and see what City Mayor Jerry Nabours has to say.
And Flagstaff Fire Department has a few safety tips on why you should keep your fireplace clean. Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Jan Petrie.
And I'm student anchor Elizabeth Ball. Thanks for joining us.
Today it was time to put on the warm coat, the boots, the gloves, and a hat if you wanted to. No doubt about it, we're moving toward winter.
This latest weather system has brought us a mixture of high winds, rain, graupel, snow, and heavy clouds. Meteorologist Lee Bourne joins us now to give us a little insight to the system. Lee, what is graupel?
Liz, you got me. I got a C in cloud microphysics. No, of course, I know what graupel is. It's actually when it's like little styrofoam balls that come down right before it snows. It's actually when its precipitation starts off as snow, moves through a warm layer, melts into liquid precipitation, then refreezes as it gets into the colder lower levels. And it's usually a precursor to the snow. And yeah, this storm system brought a bit of everything. Super windy out there yesterday, today, and overnight, a little bit of rain, graupel, some snow out there. Here we started off on the satellite. Here we are in Arizona. The main cold front now has pushed to the east of us here in Flagstaff, moving into eastern Arizona. And that's the main band of precipitation we saw move through earlier today. We're now in the cold air. It's chilly outside. I think it's around 35 degrees right now in Flagstaff with the wind chill down around 30 degrees. But notice we still have this area of low pressure up in central Nevada, and it's spinning up pretty good. This thing is heading our way, and it looks a little bit stronger than it previously did. It's still going to be impacting us here for the next 24 hours. This thing moves through the day tomorrow, and I think we see another day of some isolated scattered snow showers and a few rain showers across northern Arizona. But we'll be out of it by the time we get to Halloween. Taking a look at the radar out there right now. Here we are in Flagstaff. There's still some very light activity off to our south. Main cold front off to our east. Activity will die down here as we make our way through the overnight before it picks up tomorrow. We'll cover it all coming up in the main forecast. Guys, back over to you.
And thanks, Lee. During last night's City Council meeting, citizens voiced opinions about constructing housing developments on Buffalo Park Annex. Kate Gales, a citizen who attended last night's meeting, says that the citizens who spoke at the meeting were overwhelmingly passionate that open space is the best way to go for Buffalo Park Annex, the Schultz Pass Y, and McMillan Mesa.
I wanted the council to really hear and understand that there is no justified reason to sell these three precious pieces of open space.
I wanted them to hear that this is not an NIMBY issue. It's not about this particular neighborhood in an uproar because of proposed development. I wanted them to know that it is actually, we had signatures from New Zealand and other places around the world, as well as many, I would say 30% at least of the petition signatures were outside of Flagstaff.
The Citizens for a Greater Buffalo Park is a citizens' initiative to create a larger Buffalo Park consisting of McMillan Mesa, Buffalo Park Annex, and the current-day Buffalo Park. This initiative consists of those that share the opinions of the citizens that attended Monday night's City Council meeting.
And the Citizens for Greater Buffalo Park first want to ensure that we don't have to do that again, and that these parcels are protected in perpetuity for the citizens of Flagstaff.
This issue is obviously important to many citizens, given the turnout of Monday night's meeting and the attitude of those citizens that spoke at the meeting.
Flagstaff's open space represents the heart and spirit of Flagstaff. As Celia said last night, it's our identity as a town and as a community. And it's critical that we protect those pieces of land that embody Flagstaff's identity.
Concerns are not only for the Buffalo Park Annex, but the fate of several city properties hang in the balance. In last night's work session, the City Council started to address the future of those pieces of public land.
Mayor Jerry Nabours joins NAZ Today reporter Sierra Ferguson in the studio to recap last night's discussion.
I want to ask you sort of what happened last night. Well, there were 3 parcels that were of considerable interest to the public. We had a full house at City Hall, and there was kind of a rumor, if you will, story circulating that City Council wanted to sell Buffalo Park or parts of Buffalo Park. And actually what it was there was a 26-acre parcel, and whether we were going to add that to Buffalo Park. The staff had proposed an idea to add about half of it to Buffalo Park, and the other half could be developed and would remedy some drainage and paving issues that we have in that area. And that was the staff recommendation. I was in favor of that, but the council consensus was to just do nothing with it, to keep it as open space.
Definitely.
That's fine.
Thank you for that. And so I'm wondering what's going to happen this evening at the City Council meeting.
Well, we did finish. It took us almost 6 hours yesterday to get through all of the properties and whether all or some of them parts of them should be sold. And tonight we are back on to the regional plan, which is a very thick book of Flagstaff's future. And each week we take a chapter of that plan and discuss it. Tonight is land use, a very important part of that book.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's getting close to that time of year when residents with fireplaces start stacking wood and lighting fires. And the NAZ Today spoke with Flagstaff Fire Department about how to stay safe this winter.
With the holidays just around the corner and the temperature dropping, Flagstaff Fire Department is urging residents to make sure their fireplaces and wood stoves are properly cleaned and fires are extinguished safely. NAZ Today reporter Aggie Cuffrin spoke with Mark Johnson of Flagstaff Fire Department.
This time of year, throughout typically March or so, we do see an increase in house fires. One of the #1 things that we see are the disposal of ashes. A lot of times people will take the ashes from wood stoves, pellet stoves, fireplaces. They'll put them into an improper storage container and then set them outside. A lot of times we've seen paper bags, plastic bags, the hard 5-gallon buckets that maybe you'd see from a hardware store. Even those are hard plastic. Those ashes can stay hot up to 2 weeks. So we see a lot of deck fires that end up moving into the homes or porch fires. So the biggest thing we want to remind people is if you have a fireplace, wood stove, make sure the ashes are put out completely.
Officer Johnson demonstrated what a proper device for managing ashes would look like.
Kind of gives the right idea. Just needs to be a metal container with a lid is all it really needs to be. And I mean, you can pick these things not that fancy, but any just like metal container at a hardware store is all it needs to be. Anything that's not gonna burn or melt.
The fire department also says you should clean your fireplace at least once a year to avoid hazardous fires.
Coming up, a train goes off the tracks, careening down a steep, rocky cliff in northern Arizona. We'll tell you all about it.
And find out what superfood is taking over your favorite foods and how they can improve your health.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Hi, I'm Terry Markson. As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. We've got Northern Arizona's biggest selection of always changing certified pre-owned vehicles. All receive a thorough 172-point vehicle inspection, a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty, and 2 years of free maintenance, including all oil changes. You can count on our certified pre-owns just as you can count on our relaxed, no-pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.
Welcome back. High-speed winds may have been the cause of 2 boxcars tipping over on the Canyon Diablo Bridge yesterday. Although the cause is still under investigation, winds reaching between 35 and 45 miles per hour give reason to believe that this was the cause of the accident. The containers were not carrying any hazardous materials, and no injuries were reported.
Dogs and cats from Second Chance Center for Animals are getting ready to show off their artistic skills at the monthly art walk in downtown Flagstaff this Friday. Second Chance is hosting their 3rd annual Pet Casso Paw Expressions art show. This fundraiser will feature 100 paintings created by dogs and cats living at and adopted from Second Chance. The paintings start at a suggested donation of $15 and go up from there. All funds raised will benefit the animals at Second Chance. These one-of-a-kind works of art will have a paw expression along with a photo of the animal who created it. They're tiny but pack a nutritional punch, and they can be added to foods ranging from baked goods to salads and even yogurt. Sound too good to be true?
It's not. In today's Health Minute, Kyle Benedict takes a look at chia and flax seeds and explains how they are beneficial for anyone to add into their diet.
Chia seeds and flax seeds seem to be everywhere, on store shelves and in drinks like these. So what's with their popularity?
Chia.
Turns out chia seeds are not so new. They achieve superstar status through Chia Pets.
It's actually the same seed, but they have a history that dates as far back as the Aztecs.
Chia seeds along with flax seeds are a good source of vegetarian protein, but
you don't have to be a vegetarian or vegan. They're a very convenient source of protein and omega-3 fats for anyone, and especially if you don't eat fish.
In addition, flax seeds may reduce the risk of certain cancers, while chia contains more fiber, protein, and omega-3 fatty acids.
Benefits.
Because they are so high in fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, they've been shown to help lower the risk of heart attack and stroke, lower cholesterol levels, and even blood pressure.
You can mix and match them, try them in oatmeal, yogurt, or baked goods, but remember, in order to get the benefits, go for ground flax. Chia is great either way.
A good rule of thumb for either flax or chia seeds is maybe to have 1 tablespoon in the morning and then another tablespoon later in the day. So you get about 2 tablespoons for the day.
Small seeds, big rewards. For NAZ Today's Health Minute, I'm Kyle Benedict.
Ghouls, goblins, and strange creatures will inhabit Heritage Square on Thursday. It's the City of Flagstaff's annual Halloween harvest in Heritage Square. Festivities include creepy carnival games, arts and crafts, a pumpkin patch, and a freaky fashion show. Downtown businesses open their doors with goodies for trick-or-treaters. Sponsored by the Parks and Recreation Department, the event is free to everyone. The fun begins at 4 o'clock and continues until 7 in downtown Flagstaff.
Will this storm system clear out before it's time for the trick-or-treaters to hit the streets? Lee Bourne will let us know coming up in weather.
NAU basketball is hosting their exhibition game this week. Find out more on how the team is looking. Stay with us.
I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the latest cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Modern Grove Neighborhood Eatery and Market defines the heartbeat of our local community by bringing together the food and families that call it home. Modern Grove, located on South Milton Road, open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come enjoy the aroma and taste of our homemade bread, pizzas, and much more. Sit outside on our patio for a relaxing afternoon beverage.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science, become the mayor or something, make the situation better for other people. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
All right, wild weather day out there today. Fall cold front moving through. High temperatures for everybody down around 10 degrees or so from where we were yesterday, around 20 degrees from where we were just several days ago. 43 degrees our high temperature today in Flagstaff, well below the average of 57 degrees for this time of year. A very mild overnight, cloud cover in the wind all night. We talk about it all the time. 700ths of an inch of precipitation came down in Flagstaff, a little bit in the form of rain overnight last night. Some graupel out there. We also had a little bit of snowfall as well. So since September 1, bringing us up to 3.5 inches of precipitation. Of course, we track it from September 1. That's our water year. That way we don't break winter in half as we would during a calendar year. Here's a look at it on the satellite. The main low pressure center up to our north. The cold front draped across eastern Arizona. It's already moved through. That's the main band of precipitation well off to our east, moving into the eastern portion of the state. There's another area of low pressure that's going to drop down into northern Arizona as we make our way through the day tomorrow. So I'm going to put some scattered rain and snow showers in the forecast once again. Snow levels around 7,000 feet, maybe 6,000, 6,500 feet. No accumulation expected. Most of precipitation from Flagstaff northward. Okay. Look at the radar for us right now. Here we are in Flagstaff. There was a little bit of light snow showers coming down just off to our south and east. They're all dying down, and they will continue to do so here as we make our way into the evening. Here's the main cold front, well into Apache County, and it'll continue to make its way out of there. But we still have that stuff off to the north that's going to drop its way in here tomorrow. So another chilly day in store for us on Wednesday. Temperature outside right now in Flagstaff, 37 degrees, cloudy skies, relative humidity 75%, and the wind has finally started to calm down behind the cold front. It won't be a windy day out there tomorrow as that secondary front comes through. A chilly day, though, for sure. Okay, so here's the bigger picture across the western United States, this large area of western of low pressure encompassing much of the Intermountain West of the United States. But if we look out in the Pacific, very quiet behind it. And so once this storm gets out of here, we're going to see high pressure build in for us all the way from Halloween through the coming weekend. Some of this little bit of low pressure energy makes its way into the western United States around Sunday, and we'll start to see the breeze pick up Sunday and into early next week. But temperatures will gradually rebound here as we make our way through the forecast. In the meantime, overnight tonight, a cold one, 23 degrees, mostly to partly cloudy out there. I think we are done with the precipitation for overnight tonight, but it should redevelop out there tomorrow. Pretty isolated to scattered. It's not a big deal. We're not looking for anything in the way of accumulating snowfall, but we could see some random heavier snow showers with a high temperature of only 43 degrees. Sunrise 6:46 out there on Wednesday. Statewide temperatures very similar to the temperatures we saw today. 58 in Sedona, 56 Payson, 55 Winslow, Tuba City 51 degrees. We're also starting to see some pretty cold overnight low temperatures. Sedona dropping down at 38 tonight, Prescott 33. Any precipitation tomorrow I think is around Flagstaff and then up towards the north. Okay, here's a look at the extended forecast for us here in Flagstaff. It's all sunshine as we get into Halloween day. Temperatures back up into the low mid 50s for our high temperatures. Some cold overnights I should also mention. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Tomorrow night forecasting temperatures to get down into the teens as the storm clears out of here. But then we are in a gradual warming trend here as we make our way into the weekend, back all the way to 60 degrees. And for you down in Sedona. We'll give it to you in a little bit, but temperatures will warm up for you as well.
Well, thanks for that, and thanks for teaching us all about what graupel is. But moving on to sports, excitement with the NAU basketball.
Yes, but the season is wrapping up for high school volleyball, so we have a lot of that for you coming up.
I've tried all kinds of TV services. The phone company wasn't cutting it, so I cut down. Spotty satellite? Nah, that dish wasn't appetizing. But the all-new Suddenlink? It comes with free HD and a picture so sharp it makes real life look lame. Now I have up to 300 channel choices, earloads of digital music, 10,000 on-demand titles, and new TiVo Stream that turns my tablet into a TV and lets my DVR take road trips. I've seen the future of TV, and the future is easy.
sure to tune into NAZ Today every Wednesday at 6 and 10 p.m. for the NAZ Today Car Tip of the Week. This week brought to you by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, located on Highway 66.
Well, today is the first day of the NBA season. Basketball season has started at NAU as well. NAZ Today's Alex Lucero met up with the Lumberjacks to see how their season will be looking this year.
A new basketball season is quickly approaching us, and second-year coach Jack Murphy is looking to build off the success he had in his first year with the men's basketball team. With a new season, a new roster upon us, Coach Jack Murphy thinks recently practices have gotten a lot better.
Recently, last couple of weeks, we've been a little bit more consistent with our practice times and with our effort and energy, and I think that we're making some progress.
Coach Murphy is excited about the 7 new players joining the team, and one player in particular is from Kilgore College, and his name is Quentin Upshur, and Coach thinks he is a big addition to the team.
And he just brings a different dynamic. He's a great shooter, scorer, slasher, and an absolute fantastic on-the-ball defender. So he's somebody that we're going to be looking for a lot from this year.
Returner Dwayne Russell emerged as a superstar last year, but knows that he can get better and make the team better as a whole.
Trying to just work on being a better leader, and just trying to get better overall, like with my ball handling, consistent jump shot, and things like that.
And Coach is excited for the lone senior Max Jacobson to have a big year.
Max has done a great job. He's a senior, so he knows this is his last go-around. A lot of these practices will be the last time he puts on a Lumberjack practice uniform.
Max has a lot of emotions, but also realizes the importance of his final Lumberjack season.
It's a feeling I've never felt before. It's weird, just knowing that this is my last college basketball year, and just makes me want to work that much harder and come out as hard as I can, because I know that each game is going to be my last, so I just got to keep playing hard.
With 4 seniors leaving and a new team to work with, Coach Jack Murphy is looking to make back-to-back appearances to the Big Sky Conference tournament. For NAZ Today, I'm Alex Lucero.
The Lumberjacks will have their exhibition game tomorrow at the Roll Activity Center at 6:30. So go check it out and support the NAU men's basketball team. Moving on to NAU soccer, a big congratulations goes out to NAU goalie Lauren Weaver after receiving the Big Sky Defensive Player of the Week. She was a big part of why the Lady Jacks have advanced to the playoffs. Weaver only allowed 1 goal for both games last weekend. She had to defend 32 shots from Montana and Eastern Washington. Weaver has a total of 303 career saves, just 18 behind the record holder Tori Rock. So big congrats to Lauren Weaver, and keep it going through playoffs. And it's time for your weekly NAU Ice Jacks report. On Saturday night, the D3 Ice Jacks hosted Santa Rosa Junior College for a game they got more out of than they intended. The Ice Jacks were expecting an easy win considering Santa Rosa is not a university, but once the game started, the Jacks must have been pretty impressed. NAU ended up taking a loss to Santa Rosa 4-3. And then on Sunday, for the D3 early morning game at 8:30, the Ice Jacks found the momentum they were looking for and came back from their loss, getting the win over Santa Rosa 7-5. Well, we go from ice to wood for high school volleyball. The season is winding down for our 3 local teams, and Coconino goes into their second to last game tonight. The Coconino Lady Panthers are hosting the Cortez Colts. The Coco girls are hoping to get off their 2-game losing streak and fight to get tonight's win. The game started at 6 o'clock, and we'll have updates for you tomorrow. Coconino and Flagstaff will wrap up their seasons tomorrow night as hometown rivals. This is one game you don't want to miss. The match will start at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in Flagstaff's gym. Keeping it on the court, the NPA Lady Spartans take host to the Phoenix Country Day Eagles tonight. The Spartans currently have a 21-10 record and are hoping to keep their 3-game winning streak to finish the season strong. The game started at 6 o'clock in NPA's gym, and we should have this game's update for you tomorrow as well. Boston took the lead in the series with last night's game, making the series 3-2. And I'm going to take you into just the first inning of Game 5 of the series. Boston up to bat with Big Poppy up with a runner on second base. Hits a nice shot down the first base line. Ortiz added again with an RBI and a double. Gives Boston a 1-0 lead in just the first. Now Holiday up for St. Louis in the bottom of the 4th, and back It's gone. Game now tied up at 1. Now top of 7, Ross up to bat with runners on first and second with a line drive to left field that will bring in both runners for Boston up now 3-1 in the 7th. That will be it for St. Louis as Boston goes on to win the game 3-1, making the series 3-2.
When you talk about Coconino and Flag High, that's the biggest rivalry in town. Lee and I know for sure. We've been raising our kids here, and man, it's intense. So if you need a seat, you need to get there early for that volleyball game. Thanks a lot, Brooke. We've got more for you. Stay with us.
Why did I choose Northern Arizona University?
Lots of reasons. I have to choose just one?
I chose NAU because of the small class size. My professors know me.
Just one thing?
I know what my tuition will be for the next 4 years.
I came to NAU for the culture. There's so much to do.
I chose NAU because it's close to home, but not too close.
I can't choose. It has everything.
Northern Arizona University. Find your way.
Go Jacks!
Hi, I'm Lee from the Ski House in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I'd like to show you a little bit of our ski store. We've got the newest products for 2013 from Line, Armada, Rossignol, Scott, Marker, Full Tilt, and many others. If you see something on our wall and you want to try it, take part of our demo program. We have hundreds of demo skis you can try before you buy for as low as $45 a day. So come on up to Flagstaff when you're going out to the Arizona Snow Bowl, and you can be as stylish as our model Holly. She's got some of the latest helmets from Burn, Spy, Nomis, and pants from Sessions. Not just stylish, but also technical. Ski House, we got you covered, any budget.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Another chilly day in store for us out there tomorrow. 44 degrees, a few snow showers around. It's all sunshine beginning on Halloween all the way through the coming weekend. High temperatures start to warm up, particularly by late week and early weekend. And let's try to get a look at the Sedona one for you. Tomorrow, I do not think you will see any rain showers, but I wouldn't completely rule it out. High temperature only 58 degrees. Dropping down to 33 on Wednesday, one of the chillier nights of the season, getting close to freezing. High temperatures start to climb 67 Thursday, into the mid-70s by the weekend.
Talk about some Smashing Pumpkin fun. Hundreds, if not thousands of pumpkins rolled down Grove Hill in Chagrin Falls, Ohio, with most ending in a splat. Students from Chagrin High School have taken part in the annual pumpkin roll since 1969. This just looks like so much fun, and I wish we could do something like that here in Flagstaff.
We'd all like to try that. Looks great. Take care and have a good night.